Hello, everybody. This is Jeanette, and I was going to do another video of some other people, but I found some interesting things about Adolf Hitler that I don't think a lot of people know about, and it goes with the fact that we have found out that Adolf Hitler is actually a female, was never a male. So let's get started. Okay, what we find here is the small female forehead, which it looks round like the female, very short through here. Eyes are pretty small and they sit right up close to the top of the skull, which is a female thing. The cheeks are real flat. That is a female feature. Small mouth. I believe the mustache is not real. I think that was fake. The chin is a small female chin, and the jaw is a weak female jaw as well. I don't go for the ears because my ears are real big, and I'm a female, so I don't think that that matters. I think that's just hereditary. Hair looks pretty fine also, which is a female feature, but you can't see much of it. Right here, again, we see no male brow ridge. It's just completely flat up here. It's a little bit of shadowing, but you can see where the skull is curved, like a female would be curved. A male skull will slope back. And you can check your friends out, your male friends and females, and you can see that I'm telling you the truth about that. Yeah, the jaw is very weak. It's female jaw and female chin here. It's all real weak. Yeah, the shoulders are sloped also. Male shoulders may slope somewhat, but they won't slope this much, especially this one. They always wear these big jackets. You'll hear me saying that. They always wear these big jackets to make them look like their shoulders are broader than what they are when they're actually females. Yeah, and the eyes, like I said here, that they sit almost on top of the skull. And this one's a little faint. This will make sure I got everything in there where you can see it. Yeah. Okay, this one of him here, yeah, his face is just a little bitty round face, and he reminded me of a little old lady, actually. See, this face does. And sorry that it's so blurry, but you know, these pictures are from a long, long time ago. And beady little eyes, shoulders are not as broad as what you think that they are. There's the jackets, like I said, to make the shoulders look wide, to fool the public into thinking that they're males when they're not. He has got this curve in his forehead. Now, women do have that, actually. His forehead is round here. It's just that he's got a nice dip right here. If you're a female, feel your forehead and you will feel that it dips down and then comes out into the eye ridge there. Your brow ridge, which is smaller than the male's. See, he has no male brow ridge. It just doesn't. He's got somewhat of a ridge. It's a female one. But, yeah, his jaw is really smooth right here, and chin is really small also. His hand's actually right here looks pretty small. I didn't catch that a while ago, but yeah, the hand looks pretty small as well. And here he's supposed to be, this is supposed to be young Hitler. I didn't think it was at first. I put here it's supposed to be him, but I didn't think it was. I believe that it is because I saw more pictures of it. These pictures, however, are staged. This isn't taken during a war going on. I can show you other people smiling in the pictures, and they wouldn't be smiling if there was bombs going off everywhere. again, there is no male brow ridge here. There's somewhat of a shadow here, but not anything. These cheeks are really flat. His face is just really feminine, very round. His shoulders are very small also. They don't go all the way out here. These are the coats that make it look like they got big shoulders, and they don't. They start about like this, and then the shoulder slopes around. You never go all the way to the end here when you're marking a shoulder, because that's the side of your shoulder right here. Always come up a little bit like this. You see where my cursor is. Always come up a bit like this when you're trying to find a shoulder. This is the top of the shoulder right here. Some people go all the way to the edge here. That's the side. The top of the shoulder's right here. You see, about right here. And they're always really, really too wide just to make it look like it's more male. This is all staged and stuff. He was set up for this. Another trans investigator, Tricks of the Trade, mentions the Vatican behind it. And yes, and I say, well, who's behind the Vatican? And Lil the Satan is behind the Vatican. So it's all tied in together. They set people up like this, and I don't know why that jumped smaller, but it just did. Good one. Whatever caused that, spirits, I guess. Here he is supposed to be here, and I looked at his little face here, and his face is smaller than these guys that have small faces. The hat is almost too big for the head here, and almost falls right over his eyes. Unlike these guys, the brim goes right above the eyes. His shoulders are really sloping like a female here. Males will have more like these right here and here. They may have a little tiny slope, but not much of one. Their shoulders are broad and straight. I think all of these were set up. This guy's smiling real big. If there's bombs going off, this isn't going to happen like this. He looks like he's probably had a good full meal and probably a little sex also. He looks pretty happy. So, yeah. Well, let's see. Anything else on there? The other men have much wider faces, like I said. And, yeah. Yeah, this guy doesn't look like he's in a war, does he? And that's what I say here. No. This guy looks fairly pleasant, or this one does here, too. The others, they just stuck in here. This is all set up. And here it says, there was something peculiar about Hitler. And I put, how about he is a female with a female brain? That's why they put people like him in positions of power, because of the female brain. Females are more apt to, they can plan, execute plans. Their minds are just more creative when it comes to doing things. And we're finding all the people that run the countries, European royalty, presidents here, they're all female, the ones that look male. They're female to male transgenders is what they are. Well, that's what we're finding out, and we want to share that with everybody so you can see, look what we found. Everybody needs to at least know it's there, whether you care about it or not. Everybody should just know. But here it's like he would not be taking his clothes off in front of these people here. There's just no way. See, it's all staged. The mustache makes it where he looks more masculine, and they probably did not know that he is a female. But then again, this is not really a war situation where everyone showers together and they're going to see that he has got female anatomy, okay? No way. And here is this one that's staged again. Look at this guy's happy as he can be. It's like this, there ain't no bombs going off. There's no war here. See, compared to the other people beside him, this left male right here has got this big male brow ridge, and you can tell at even a black and white picture that he's got a nice one going on right here. Got a real wide skull here, where Hitler's isn't. His is right here. There's shadowing here, so you go step over a little bit, and the shadowing here, and step over here. All of this right here, this little bit here, that's his female front of his skull. This little bit right here. And no male brow ridge at all. And this guy's got one straight across here. Also, the big sockets is a male skull. Hitler's got the little tiny female sockets, okay? The jaw, too. This guy's got the strong jaw. Even though he's got a thin face, he's got a strong jaw and a nice, big, kind of square chin. Well, Hitler's is more female. Round face, and his chin is more round here. And again, the shoulders are not as long as what they seem to be, people. Okay? And here, yeah. Well, what we can do also, if this is a male, then you should be able to cut this head out and put 3 on these shoulders. Now remember, his shoulder doesn't come to the edge here, it just comes to there. Could you put 3 of these heads, or 1 here and 1 here, without it falling off? I do not think so. I think it would be a little bit wider than this. So in some of my videos, I actually cut these out and show you. But remember, the edge is never the top of the shoulder. The shoulder is about like this far from where it curves and goes down. And as you can see, they're pretty small, because his neck comes down here. His neck would come all the way about like this, you know. His neck would be about like this. So I might be a teensy tiny bit off, but I'm not much off there. Yeah. You could not put 3 heads on the shoulders because this is a female. Now here he is looking pretty good. They had it where it was more black and white, but I thought, well, this is all right. Well, can you see the female in this face yet? I can actually in this one. He looks a little bit feminine in here. There is no male brow ridge. I show that in each thing, but looky here. Here you can see how round the female skull is here on this side here. I didn't cut this off. This is the way the picture was. As you can see, going all the way back. He would have been taking testosterone also. Not just the egg was messed with. See, it would have been a female egg. And we all start out female. But what I mean by female egg, after it's fertilized, then they find out what sex it is. In his case, it'd be a female sex. Then they will take the male chromosome and inject that and make a male overlay so they appear male. But if they don't look that masculine, they can take testosterone. See, a lot of them don't, and there's some actors, I'm going to show you the ones that don't take it, that do look a little bit more feminine and really cute, that would be really beautiful women. But there's something else in this that tells me later that he definitely was taking testosterone on top. Okay, and I'm going to show you that is a surprise. Okay. But yeah, his eyes are very shallow and they sit right on top of the skull almost. That's female. Yeah. Round female jawline. Yeah. Really nice. Nice. Yeah. Small mouth like a female. And the mustache is fake to make him look more masculine. And this is the most feminine one that I could find of him. And it does really, to me, it looks like a total female face. You can tell there's no male brow ridge at all from what we see here and stuff. Very shallow. Eyes are pretty close together, which is a female thing. Males have got their eyes are wider apart. Mustache is fake. You take this off and he'd even look even more feminine. Yeah. And his face is nice and round here. I can't get to the bottom, but you've seen the other pictures. Cheeks are really flat. That is a female feature. Males have got high cheekbones. I know that we're used to, oh yeah, some females have got high cheekbones and stuff. No, they really do not. I would like to see that if anybody has anything like that, but I don't think that that's it. Okay, and here's a picture of Hitler, and I believe Eva Braun is next to Hitler. And what I did was to find the female body. You take right where the waist is, and you make a line across the waist. You make a line where the collarbone is, and that's right where that knot is on the tie, right underneath it, because the neck is about right here. And that is a collarbone. And then right where the crotch is about right here. If you can think of it, where my cursor is, the crotch is about right here. You know, you can about figure it out from the waist, about basically where it is. Because his arms are not hanging down, so we can't use that. But you see, this is the same size basically as this is, so this says this body is a female body, okay? There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It just is that way. That's the way life is. You cannot change that. You can't say his body is a male's, because it just does not show that to us. You can take your male and female friends and do the same thing to them. Get you 5 males and 5 females and measure them. They have to be standing straight with the arms down beside of them, though, to do this. Okay, and this, I think I wanted this to just show you. He looks almost like a little old lady here. He's got that kind of feel about him. I don't think he was as mean as what people, I think it was a role he was playing is what it was. I've seen new things about the Holocaust and stuff that is, that's not what they said that it was. Things are beginning to come out. The truth behind things in the Bible, it says near the end of days that things will start showing themselves. And yes, all this year is going to be full of this stuff. People, all of this is going to be shown. It is not the end of days. It's an end of an age. It'll go into Aquarius. It's not never, this earth will never end. That I know of or heard of with the higher self beings from my hypnosis video that I will put up later for you guys. Here is these guys. See, this is supposed to be during the war. This is all staged. This is all staged. Look at that. Bombs ain't going off with this guy. He looks like he's had a full meal and, like I said, a little sex on the side. Here's a dog that seemed to be happy too. And this is supposed to be Hitler here. This guy, look, he's happy. He just got a letter from his mother, probably. And, yeah, or when this session is over, he's going to go see his girlfriend. So, that's it. This guy's got a little tiny face. He looks like he's East Indian, this little guy is. Yeah. But, this is all staged. Get the chairs and all that stuff too. It's like, yeah, it's all staged. I think, I believe there was a war, but I think a lot of this stuff was for people's entertainment. I think it was. I'm not joking. I think they're all actors. Hitler was a freaking actor. Okay, look at this right here. This is, or wait a minute, did I want to use this one first? Because I've got 2 pictures of that. Let's go over to this one here. It said that he regularly used cocaine during the war years. Yeah, but here, yeah, that's what somebody says. But, yeah, to hide that he's a female, he probably had to, because that is a big, big secret. You have to keep from other people. You're around other guys that don't know, probably, and you got to keep it all a secret. But you see, again, he's got the female, same square at the top as the bottom here. I do that several times so people can see that it's the same. If he was a male, this would be real short like this, and his crotch would be way up here, which it isn't. He definitely has the female body there. This one over here, I want to show you, he's got the female curve in the back here. See, this is what us women have. It's when you're pregnant, it helps you to balance out the weight in the front is what this does. You see, I have no idea who that guy is. But there you go. And again, you can see the dent in his head. That's what it looks like, a dent. Oh dear. But again, his face is real soft here, little tiny chin, yeah. When he smiles, he looks, really happy inside and stuff. It's like I can't see a major war actually happening. I mean, I think that my hair would really be falling out big time if I had all of that trauma and stuff, and people, if you're in charge of everything like he was, the head of everything, it's like that's a lot of stress. Does Hitler look like he's stressed there? No, he doesn't. Okay. He's happy for I don't know what reason and stuff, but here he is here. Now this is Benito Mussolini. Okay. Now looky here. Now this looks like almost a painting. I don't know if it is or whatever. But this right here is the round skull. Right here is the round skull. Just a second. I didn't realize that was on there. I would have taken that bastard right off. Never mind. Anyway, let's get back to this. Give me the pointer. This right here. See how round his skull is? Yeah. Okay. He was a female too, is what I was going to say. When you look over here now, this is Mussolini here, this is Hitler. See, female, 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 female. Both of these were females. All of these people are actors. The people that run the country, it's like we're all in a play and everybody's an actor. And they get paid a lot more money than what we do. Changes, yeah. All right. And that. Oh, curvy female hips. Here you see on it. Woohoo! Look at this. See, that's his female curves like this. If you come down from the shoulders straight down, his hips are wider than he is up here, so that's a female thing. And his dog Blondie is what his dog's name was. Here is the thing from the Sun, and I think this is a British newspaper. Medical records reveal Adolf Hitler had a deformed micropenis. When I saw that, I said, oh snap, and I'll tell you what it is. Well, it says historians have revealed Adolf Hitler suffered from an embarrassing condition that may be able to explain his rage. His rage was from female hormones, people. Yeah. What happens? I've studied the thing with the bodybuilders, the female to male transitioners, the ones that use testosterone. Testosterone on a female will give you a micro penis. Ta-da! He was a female and he was taking testosterone, and so he developed a micro penis. Okay? And here it says Adolf Hitler's genitalia may have been more deformed than first thought. It wasn't deformed. Look at his female face here. He looks really like a female right here. Look at that. Hat's almost way too big. That's a male's hat, that's why. Could this explain Adolf Hitler's Napoleon complex and that very peculiar phallic salute? That was a girly salute. When he'd throw his hand back, he looked really gay. He wasn't gay, he was just half female. Yeah. Okay. Historians have revealed Hitler suffered from an embarrassing condition that may be able to explain both his rage and the lack of sex life during his 56 years. He couldn't tell people that he was a female. That's the reason why he had a lack of sex. He couldn't find a male to female trans to have a relationship with. I don't think Eva Braun that was his cousin also. He was supposed to have somewhat relationship with her, but he still had a low sex drive, it'll tell you. Okay. Yeah, the lack of sex is because he's a female. This is also the reason why they want a female brain at the head of things when it comes to running a country or anything, if it's not a movie or whatever, like I said, that it might be, they may be actors. But to run things, women are better at running things. And women do not think of sex 24/7. They can get on with the task at hand. You see, this proves it by what they're saying here, the lack of sex, him thinking about it all the time because he's a female. And so you do not have that hindrance in the way of thinking of sex 24/7. If you got a female mind behind it. According to the Daily Star, medical records following the Nazi Party leader's arrest in 1923 suggested he suffered right side cryptorchidism, which is a medical name for an undescended testicle. That is not correct because we know he was born female. Okay? It says, suggest, okay, suggest. They're offering you a suggestion on it, but that's not exactly, yeah, okay. We showed you that he is a female, born female, okay. A born female is not going to have a testicle. Unless he was a hermaphrodite, I don't see that so much here. However, more detailed records hint the warmonger's genitalia may have been more deformed than first thought. No, it's just the testosterone gave his clitoris an enlargement and that resembles a small penis. New records show the fascist leader also had a related condition called, here we go again, hypospadias, which can leave the sufferer with a micropenis. See, it wasn't this. What he had was from a female taking testosterone. That will cause that. This sufferers may be forced to urinate out of a small hole at the base or shaft of the penis rather than at the tip. And this just tells what that condition is. And he did not have that either. No, his was from testosterone. Her body is right for a female. Now, see what I did here? Her waist is here, and I just did this, and it looked like a nice square from where her collarbone is. If you don't have the bottom half, just take it like this, and across here. And it's a nice little box. It's not long, in other words. It's just a nice little box. So she could have been I was thinking they could have been a lesbian couple, or I don't know. I didn't see, she does look rather masculine, but I don't think that she is actually. I mean, this looks like it slopes like a female. This one is straight across, though, so who knows? I don't know about it, but like I said, it could be that, but it also, yeah, this is Eva Braun. And he looks really happy with her. But what it says here about their relationship, let me get down to it. In new book, Hitler's Last Day, Minute by Minute, historians Jonathan Mayo and Emma Craigie contend the Nazi leader kept the dark secret close to him. Hitler himself is believed to have had two forms of genital abnormality, and undescended testicle, and a rare condition called penile, that word, in which the urethra opens on the underside. No, I do not believe he had any of that. Like I said, his condition was from using the testosterone. You can look that up, people. The females to male, when they take testosterone, it gives them a micropenis. Their clitoris will grow to a micropenis from the testosterone. Hitler was well known to have a fear of people seeing him naked. Well, duh. And never became a father. Yeah. Though he pushed Germans toward introducing more Aryan children into the world. Maybe, maybe not. It could all be made up. Who knows? Okay, personal doctor Theodore Morell prescribed Hitler amphetamines. God, I don't know. Maybe he had a runny nose. I don't know. hormones and cocaine on occasion, to hike the leader's sex drive for romps with partner Eva Braun as his libido was lacking. He probably just didn't have a very high sex drive. He was a female with a low sex drive. And he probably was self-conscious of the way, did he actually really have sex romps with her? She would have to have been very hush-hush quiet. Or perhaps she thought maybe he was a male with a micro penis. That's possible. She may have thought he was really. Well, he wouldn't have had any titties, though, either. So, he could have said, well, I'm a hermaphrodite or something to hide it from her. Yeah, that's very possible. It said the urologist also said to have recorded the Fuhrer's penis deformity. Well, he probably did say that, yeah, he's got this, and this, but what doctor was giving him the testosterone to take for that? I would think a urologist knows that could happen, but who knows? Sometimes doctors don't know everything. Adolf Hitler's absent sex drive was a talking point during the war. Yeah, he wasn't interested. They probably would do things and bring women around, prostitutes and stuff, how guys are in these positions of power and stuff, bring prostitutes around and stuff, and he showed no interest in them because he's probably a straight female, actually. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking. He could be a straight female. Yeah, the thing about the lesbian thing, I don't know. He would have to be well, that might be why he's put off by Eva Braun, because he may not have been interested in women. He may have been interested in men because he was really a female. Boy, it was tough being him. I mean, I don't think it was anything like what people think, all this crap. I think a lot of this stuff is made up. It's just weird. Nazi architect Albert Speer, who was responsible for designing colossal buildings for Hitler, said the leader's absent sex drive was very noticeable following the war. By no means would I describe Adolf Hitler as sexually normal in his relationships with women, he said. Well, duh. I don't think he was interested in women. He was interested in men because he was a female. The case of Eva Braun in particular, it seems clear to me that aside from occasional passionate episodes, there was no sexual activity at all for long periods of time. He didn't like women. But to make it seem like that he was a guy, he may have brought her in so other people say, yeah, he's got a woman. So, he's normal. But no. And the lack of sexual activity with her tells me that I don't think he was even a lesbian. I think he didn't have no interest in a female. He was a straight male, but it would look funny for him to hook up with another guy unless they found him a transgender, an ugly looking woman. That's what they usually look like. An ugly looking woman as a partner that was actually a guy, male to female transgender. Then he would, if they look masculine enough, he would be attracted to them. And if let's see, what was I going to say? If they look masculine enough, yeah, but if they look a little bit feminine somewhat, with long hair or whatever, even though they got a masculine looking face, it fools other people into thinking, well, they just got an ugly looking wife or girlfriend. Well, that's what we thought all this time, and it's not that. They're all guys. Ugly looking guys with wigs and makeup and stuff. Ugh. Anyway, it is rumored a flying piece of hot shrapnel sliced into his testicles. Now that's just isn't on. We know that that's not true. And there's a legendary playground ditty pinned. Okay, this little one. Yeah, it's like Hitler has only got one ball. Göring has two, but very small. Himmler has something similar. But poor old Goebbels has no balls at all. There's something about this about Goebbels. Tricks of the Trade that does this transgender thing also, and has done one on Hitler as well, has a picture of Goebbels shaking, or he's standing beside Hitler where Hitler's shaking hands with somebody or whatever. Go over, watch his video too. But Goebbels may have been female too. That picture shows a female curve in his back just like Hitler's. Goebbels had no balls at all because Goebbels was a female just like Adolf Hitler was. How about that? Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff, but it's getting the end of days and more weird crap. I can't imagine it be even stranger than what we've discovered, but don't be surprised if you see a reptilian standing in your front yard at some point. Regardless of the Fuhrer's lack of virility, he was undoubtedly a ladies' man. Well, that has nothing to do with female fans writing to him. See, that's what it is. It says that he had fan mail sent by, says, female fans who were sexually attracted to him. Okay, well, that happens. That happens to us. Like I said, Richard Dean Anderson, good-looking guy. How many women loved him? He is a female, and I'm going to present that later to people also. Okay, well, it's the same thing. But his lack of virility has got nothing to do with written stuff. So, yeah, it's these people, these writers are just stupid. He was undoubtedly a ladies' man. No, he wasn't. He was, no. I said women liked him, but women were fooled into thinking that he was a male when he wasn't. Okay? That is the thing that really disturbs a lot of us, is people pretending they're another sex and other people falling in love with them, worshiping them, adoring them, and the whole 9 yards, and then they're not the sex that they profess to be. Okay, well, basically that's it. And just write what you want below, and if you got any ideas or anything, just leave them in the comments, and I'll try to get back to them and sort them out. Please be kind. If you don't like it, fine. You got that right too, but please keep it clean. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Doesn't matter to me, but hopefully a lot of people will like it and get something out of that. Anyway, that's it for now.